Some of the parts and functions of the microscope is A, the eyepiece, which is located right there. It contains the ocular lenses. The nose piece, as you can tell, it is right here. It holds the high and low power objective lenses. They can be rotated to change magnification. The objective lenses, which are located right here, those three. The stage clips, which are right here and here, and they hold the slides in place. E is the stage, located right there, and it supports the slide being viewed. The light source, right here, projects light upwards through the diaphragm, the specimen, and the lenses. The arm, located here, is used to support the microscope when carried. Coarse adjustment knob, right here, and that moves the stage up and down for focusing. It is the major one, and you use that first. The fine adjustment knob is the smaller knob under the coarse adjustment knob. It moves the stage slightly to sharpen the image, and you want to use that one second to get the clearest picture you can. The diaphragm, right there, regulates the amount of light on the specimen. Base, right here, supports the microscope. The three main parts of the cell theory. First, all living things are composed of cell. They may be unicellular or multicellular. The cell is the basic unit of life. Cells arise from pre-existing cells. Here are some similarities and differences between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells are much bigger in comparison to prokaryotic cells if you look at the measurements. Eukaryotic cells have membrane-bound nucleuses, complex appendages, linear DNA with histones, membrane-bound organelles, membrane receptors. It goes through mitosis. Cell wall is very simple when it is present. It has a cytoskeleton and big ribosomes. Prokaryotic cells have unbound nucleoids, simple appendages, circular DNA, no membrane-bound organelles. They go through binary fusion, have no membrane receptors. They have complex walls, small ribosomes, and no cytoskeletons. Eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells have few things in common, some being flagella, plasma membranes, cell division, cytoplasm, ribosomes, and chromosomes. Eukaryotic structures in plant and animal cells. If it has one asterisk by the name, that means it is plant only. If it has two asterisks by the name, it is animal cells only. Cell wall contains cellulose or chitin. Protection and support is what it is used for. Plasma membrane is a lipid bilayer with embedded proteins. Outer layer regulates what passes in and out of the cell. The nucleus, surrounded by double membranes, contains chromosomes. Controls the center of the cell, directs protein synthesis. Nucleolus is the site for rRNA synthesis, and that assembles ribosomes. Endoplasmic reticulum, or ER, is a network of internal membranes, and it forms compartments and vesicles, synthesis, and modification of proteins and lipids. Rough ER contains ribosomes, and it is used for protein synthesis. Smooth ER lacks ribosomes and synthesis of lipids. Golgi apparatus has stacks of vesicles. The function of this one is it packages proteins for export, forms secretory vessels. Vesicle is a membrane-bound sac that stores and transports substances. Lysosomes contains hydrolytic digestive enzymes, and it digests micromolecules and cell debris. Central vacuoles are large membrane-bound sacs in plants. storage compartment for water, sugars, and ions and pigments. Mitochondria are a bacteria-like element with double membranes. They carry out cellular respiration and they produce ATP. Chloroplasts are a bacteria-like element found in plants, and it is the site of photosynthesis. Cytoskeleton is a network of protein filaments, structures that support cell movement. Cilia and flagella is 9+2 pattern of microtubules, and they are used for movement. Centrioles occurs in pairs composed of microtubules, and they are the anchor that assembles microtubules. This is a type of virus called a bacteriophage, and this is the structure of a virus. This part is the head, and inside of it is the DNA. Now, viruses only have DNA or RNA, unlike other cells. These purple disc-like structures are internal proteins. Right here is the neck. This is the tall sheath. These are the tail fibers. This is the end plate and the pins, which are used to connect to their host cells. The two types of viral reproduction. The bacteriophage attaches to the host cell and injects its DNA. If you are going down the lytic path, the DNA replication and synthesis of viral reproduction. DNA is packaged into new virus particles. The cell lysis releases the progeny virus, which means the cell burst open because so many new viruses have been produced, and it explodes open. They go around and infect other cells. DNA recombines with E. coli chromosomes. So right here is when it attaches and makes it a part of the host cell DNA. Cell-carrying prophage divides normally, and this makes the cell infected, and as it keeps dividing, the more and more cells in the body are going to be infected with the virus. These are two of the most common viral infections. The first one we're going to look at is the flu. Fever is usually present and very high, and it lasts 3 to 4 days. Headaches are very common, aches and pains common and often severe. Fatigue and weakness can last up to 14 to 21 days. Extreme exhaustion is very common at the start. Stuffy nose is sometimes, sneezing and sore throat are sometimes. Chest discomfort and a cough is very common with the flu. The next one is the common cold. A fever is very uncommon along with headaches. Aches and pains are mild, along with fatigue and weakness. Extreme exhaustion never happens. Stuffy nose, sneezing, and a sore throat is common. Chest discomfort and a cough, it is mild to moderate, and it's a hacking cough. This is the comparison between viruses and cells. The structure, it has DNA or RNA for a virus, and it is a capsid. Cells have cell membranes, cytoplasm. Eukaryotes also contain a nucleus and organelles. Reproduction, only with the host cell when it comes to a virus. And with a cell, it is independent cell division, either asexually or sexually. Genetic code virus has DNA or RNA. Cell has DNA. Growth and development is RNA, and it does not have any growth or development. The cell has growth development. In multicellular organisms, cells increase in number and differentiate. Viruses obtain no energy, while cells do. Response to the environment, this does not happen to viruses, whereas cells, they change and adapt. Change over time occurs in both of the cells.